There's two things you're going to want to consider here. First of all, how good of a case can you put together that they're lying in regards to third-party documentation and or other witnesses other than you? You're great. I'm going to talk about that in a moment, but it's still he said, she said, versus other witnesses that might be a little more detached, less likely to exaggerate or misstate the truth. That's going to have high credibility with the court. And then if there's certain documentation that shows that your spouse is lying, that can oftentimes be the linchpin that just takes care of it. The other consideration that comes in here is a few things. One, how detailed can you be? There are people in this world that what I refer to as generalists, and they're the ones that are hyper general. Just like, hey, did you have a good time last night at the party? Yeah. What'd you do? I don't know. I talked to some people. Versus other people, another friend might have been at the same party and like, did you have a good time last night? And then they rattle on for 25 minutes telling you a bunch of stuff that transpired. That first person is the generalist. There are just some people that don't make it a point to really know and retain all the facts. And if you're in that camp, you're going to have to overcome that because, frankly, my second point here is the person with the greater details as to exactly what happened and all the details correspond with one another and they fit with additional facts or other records is going to be much more credible. And that's important because if the other side is lying, it's my belief that a lot of times liars don't try to be too detailed because they know that the details, they're going to trip themselves up, they're going to contradict themselves, they're going to forget the details that they already provided, and now they're going to look dumb, or it's going to contradict other known facts from the outside world. And so to avoid that circumstance, they're going to be a little bit more general, and they're not going to risk all the greater details. So if you've got really good details, and they're general, you're going to come across as greater credibility as to giving the court the likelihood that they are exaggerating or misstating the truth.